We live on the beach though, but they're super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, they are super like on top of getting it off the beach, but it's that red seaweed. It's because like the ecosystem changed years ago.
No, just school sponsored. Yeah, just through the city.
We told Sean. You know what Sean's like.
Does the school have a Facebook page? Does the school have a Facebook page?
A dad and Banner.
What do I need to do with that? Okay.
Is their Facebook page versus your own? What happened?
I got 3 solid likes, 3 greens.
Do we need to post it? You post it on there? I meant like on your personal one. Do you even know what those ratings are?
They went to baseball.
I don't think she can. Could you do it via phone?
Cordell Prom Fund, yeah.
I think it's too late.
Yeah. I can turn it over here. Yeah, I got people here that answer the phone, everything like that.
Are y'all gonna be like video?
We're on. He was looking at the door. He's in there, so I'll move back to the
The what?
Do you want to see yourself on here? Why not?
The third chapter.
Yeah. 3:30.
What's his name?
3:35.
How'd you get on somebody engaged?
You're hanging up on me. Okay.
Did you know that
Okay.
you were on
We
it?
got you covered then.
What
Okay.
is
Bye bye.
what is the TikTok? On mine.
They said we're ready to go anytime you want to start. Oh,
We don't start, we can't finish, so.
that's right. Money's already starting to roll in,
It
and
is.
you'll get more money than rolling in.
Hey, finish typing those phone numbers in and send that to Cindy. And maybe she can post on the Facebook page, cause I don't really know where. I'm gonna let you start.
Really?
This is different. I can do that pie auction.
Wait, this is just like.
I know it is, but you did a great job. I mean, I know, go, you get started and then you ask me a question and I'll go.
Then I'll hand you the headset. You can do all the talking and okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cordell High School Promathon 2022. Is it 22 already? I've missed one or two of these already, so a couple of them, one or two at least. We was talking about that earlier. That Promathon is something that for a period of time we did a lot of Promathons and stuff. Then we got away from it, and then Fox Radio said, "Yeah, we do the ball games. We'll do all of this. It's no problem. We'll be glad to be there." So some of us showed up for the ball game here at the school, and we're doing Promathon. We'll just call it a ball game. That's what I'm used to doing. I got a bunch of good athletes here. I've got teachers here. I've got students here. I've got everybody here to help out a little bit, and we just want everybody to come by, donate money to the Promathon. It's such a good event. It's an event back in my ancient days, we didn't do this stuff, You had a prom and went on, and that was fun, And now it's a combined event from start to finish, whole programs. I'm going to let you describe this to me, and Miss Boker's here to tell us all about it. And I've got some students here that want to talk also and tell us what goes on, when and where, because when it starts, what day is it on?
Prom is on April 22nd.
April 22nd. See, it's a test already, and you
I know,
passed.
I passed it,
And you
too.
test. You passed
got
the
my
test
notes.
because you got sheets of paper here piled up, ready to go to tell us all about the Promathon. And I've never got to go to one here. I don't plan on going to one here. I've been here to help before, so don't be giving me that look. Don't be. That's why I'm here right now. That's why I'm here right now. No problem. So, but my end of it is I get to see the ball games and talk about ball games and stuff. We have fundraisers and get to see all these kids working hard. They study hard, make good grades, and then get to be in the sports, and we get to talk about how good. Don't be laughing when I'm saying that, because I can get proof that you were laughing right here. No, okay, we won't do that yet. So, but it's just a lot of fun. And then when you see one of the things I talk about at ball games and stuff, when we travel, the Cordell teams travel well. And I mean, when they come in, I've been in gymnasiums and stuff whenever we get there early or late or whatever, and you'll hear people go, "Oh, there's Cordell." But they come in, they're dressed right, they act right, they represent our communities well. And when you know that there's teachers and coaches and kids and stuff, but to me it's a thrilling experience when the kids in the crowd are going, "Oh no, there's Cordell." They know they have to play Cordell. We may have traveled to their place or they traveled to our place to play, but they know it's an event and an opportunity to play at a higher level. Then that's just on the sports end of it. The kids make good grades. They tell me they do, so I believe them. And then they've had tough days already. Some of them get here and they're hungry now. It's ready time to feed them and stuff like that. But one event that they get to have every year is prom. And it's not done without a lot of help. And so we let the people invite us and help and everything. And I'm going to let you talk a second,
Okay.
and then I'll figure out what this is.
Okay. Well, first of all, I am Elisa Boker, and I am one of the sponsors for the junior class this year. The reason we're doing Promathon this year is to raise money for primarily our after prom. We have done after prom as long as I've been at Cordell, for over 15 years. The purpose of after prom is to provide a safe environment for the kids so that they can have fun. The prom lasts till midnight, and then we keep the kids till about 5 o'clock in the morning. The money that we raise goes to games and prizes and things like that to make it a fun and very, very safe time for them. So in the past, Promathon has done great at raising money. Our community, like Dudley said, is always so supportive of us in the gym and on the field, and even at prom. We looked up, and the last time we had a really good Promathon was in 2015, and they were able to raise $6,000. So we always appreciate all the things that the community does for us. I'm a cheer sponsor, and those girls are out asking for things all the time, and they really support us with that too. This year we've done pizza sales, a turkey dinner, singing Valentines. We sold poinsettias, and so we've got a pretty good chunk of money raised up for prom. But the better we can make after prom, the more fun it is, the more likely we are to get the kids to stay. And it's just, like I said, it's a fun, safe time for everybody.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You want a fun, safe time. And, you can go back into whenever I was in school, and that's ancient years and hundreds of years ago and stuff. Then we didn't have a promathon. You went to prom, went out, ate or something, that was it. But this is such an opportunity. Do you guys have a speaker or anything coming in? In years past, at one time they had a speaker that would come middle of the night after midnight or 2 o'clock in the morning. They'd have a speaker or something.
Hypnotists.
Okay, hypnotist. Okay, that's some of the things that go on. Like she's talking about a meal, and then they have a dance and stuff till midnight. Then there's other activities, games and stuff. You would not believe what they can do in the gymnasium to make it a fun, eventful event. I mean, sure, of course, they can dribble a basketball, but they have trampolines and stuff. They have all kinds of good events there that they can play. Then, like I said, I knew they used to have a hypnotist come in and visit and stuff, and you'll have some of these kids get hypnotized. And they go, I ain't going to get hypnotized, but it happens, And it's all the kids, I've never been to one, but all of them afterwards, they'll talk about this for the rest of their life. They'll enjoy it and make it. Do you have a breakfast also? When you get out at 5 or 6
snacks
all night long, okay, and then you're here until it's over. You don't get to say, well, I'm going to run to town for this or that. When you're here, and it makes it safe for everybody because you just want an environment that everybody's safe, because these, like I said, these kids travel well. They're well supervised and chaperoned and stuff, and there's a lot of events for them to do and enjoy. And then, like I said, I just see them from the field of play, and you enjoy that. But then there's a whole lot more to these kids, these young adults, that represent the community. And like I said, when you see them come into a gym or into town and stuff, and they are the ones that people remember. And they remember in a good, positive way because they represent your deal. And this is an opportunity for you as a business or an individual or anybody want to help donate to this to make this something that helps pay for this night-long activity. And it's just kind of a feedback of, I know you have to pay admission to go to the gym and to the football field and stuff and to the soccer matches, baseball games and stuff, but make it an opportunity that you can say, well, I helped. Well, look, there's you got to unlock the door for your mama now. So, but you got kids that I think she might have even got to go to a promathon before too. So did you ever go to a promathon? Yeah, she was in the first promathon here, and we won't say how long ago that was, but she was in the first promathon. And so it's an opportunity to donate for this. And a lot of times we want you to set up a challenge and stuff and say, hey, I want to donate money. What's your numbers to donate money to?
We've got, if you guys want to call and donate money or even prizes today, we'll take prizes from businesses. Kids love stuff. You can call 580-832-1001 or 580-832-1013. And we have a couple of really cool deals here. The first 4 senior parents that make a $200 donation, that will guarantee that their child gets a spot on the hypnotist list. And any junior or senior parent that donates $100 or more, their child will receive a free prom T-shirt.
Ooh! So, can I be on the prom on the hypnotist list? I'll do that, just for the heck of it. I'd be it, cause I don't care. It might be fun, But
Dudley, if you come to after prom, we could probably get you up on the stage.
I can't stay up that late. I can't stay up that late,
Take a nap and come back.
Take a nap and come back. So, but we want you to call in and donate. If you want to challenge somebody and say, anybody else that was at the first prom, if you know you were there and can remember you were there, you can challenge somebody to donate $100 or $50 or something just for the heck of it. And I know in the years past we've had a lot of challenges, and I know one year I was in it, I said, I don't even have a kid going to prom, but I challenge people that don't have a kid going to prom to donate X amount of money, because it's a good deal. I rode with a parent one night, came up, pick up their kid and said, this is a good deal because you know where they're going to be all night long. They're going to be safe as long as they don't do something stupid and jump off the bleachers or something. That's fine. You can only correct a little bit.
There's a lot of us there. We'll do our best.
And the sponsors will do it too. We know how you are, so But it's just such an opportunity to do that. But you can call in at 832-1001 and make a donation. I've got people standing by ready to talk on the phone and all that good stuff. Unless you're eating French fries and stuff. She came in and said, I'm so hungry. I know you studied so hard that's what it was. I got a crew down here that's ready to run out and pick up your check or call in. They'll come pick up your money or your check or whatever it is. And it's all working. Look at this. I got gang signs. Gangsters here. Cordell gangsters. We need every bit of that. But this is such an opportunity to help out with the prom that it's just a worthwhile deal. So you can come by the high school office here on 3rd Street. Come on in, donate your money. We've already had one person do that, so that's a good start. Won't even tell you who it was, but we appreciate that. And you can double their amount, triple their amount, whatever you want to do. And it's just a donation to a super good cause. What else have you got to tell me about this?
Well, let's see. What else can I tell you? First of all, I want to tell you guys who all of the junior class sponsors are. Myself, Elisa Boker. Jennifer Estes is our head sponsor, and I'm going to get her on the radio at some point in time today. She's kind of hiding. She has been working her tail off this year because head junior sponsor is a really, really big job. A lot of stuff goes into putting prom together and to making it fun and safe for the kids. And she needs a shout out and a pat on the back and all sorts of stuff. Jody Jackson, Zane Trammell, Bob Ogle, and Caleb Solomon are also our sponsors. It takes every single one of us, along with a lot of parents that help endlessly, We have Alicia Cannon up here helping us today. She's fantastic. Alicia Holt. Wow. She was Alicia Cannon last time she did Promathon, so my bad. This year, our prom theme is casino night. The colors are red, black, gold, and silver. So our after prom will consist of some fun casino tables, and like Dudley said, we'll have bounce houses and some fun things like that, and the hypnotist for the kids to do. Our goal is to raise around $5,000. That will give us a lot of fun prizes for the kids. And like I said, if your business has something that the kids would like just as a prize, we love prize donations. We've got kids that can run and grab those today. We can pick them up at a later time. You just let us know how you want to get them to us, and we will be happy to get them to us. And again, 832-1001 or 832-1013. We have kids here ready to answer your phone calls, and we've got a couple donations in, so we would love to get a few more.
And when you're doing that, you're talking about prizes and stuff that they've got to give away. And you mentioned some people that donated X amount for their senior or junior kids and stuff. But they'd also take prizes like somebody was eating a hamburger. Absolutely. If you got food from any of the stores, it doesn't matter where, or a tank of gas. I mean, that'd be like a golden prize right now. So but anything that you can think, because these kids, they're real tough, but they're real easy to please.
Yes.
Somebody said, well, I just want French fries. Okay, so you want French fries or a hamburger or something to drink, and that's fine too. Drinks or anything like that, anything you can think of to donate would be muchly appreciated and stuff. And so you can come by the high school office here. I keep saying junior high because used to we had this on the south side of the building over on 2nd Street, but now we moved over to the high school side. And we'll even take a picture of you walking in the door. We won't take a picture of you smiling yet. So, but there's an opportunity to come up here to the high school office, bring your donation by, whether it's a gift or a prize or just a donation, or if you want to challenge somebody, and like I said, I made a challenge that one year, said, I don't have a kid in school right now, but I still challenge those of you that don't have a kid in school to donate X amount, and here's Bobby Ogle eating cookies already, so he's helping out. He's working hard. Like I said, he's one of the sponsors, one of the class sponsors, so he's got to have that just to keep his energy up, because they work him pretty hard. They're pretty rough group of kids that'll work you kind of hard right here. So, but Bobby might even give you a Fig Newton here if you come by and make a donation here. So he's making all these kids happy with this. So you got to appreciate the fact how hard they're working. They're passed out on the floors already. So
they've worked hard all day at school. They're exhausted from all this learning.
These teachers have been putting them through the ringer and stuff. And then this time of year, I know I've seen a football coach here earlier. I've seen a basketball coach here. And those seasons are in the rearview mirror now. But now we got soccer. I've seen kids out on the soccer field. Baseball's going on. Track is going on. What else we got going on? You got baseball, golf, track, soccer, golf. So there's a lot of those events coming up. And if you're involved with the school, I know school is Monday through Friday, supposedly, but it's like 7 days a week. You don't get a day off because you always have a practice or needing more equipment. Look, here comes in a donation right now. Just came in. I saw that car come by and stop, so we appreciate everybody that comes by and brings by a check or a gift card or anything like that. So it's just a big opportunity to help out for Prom 2022, and it's a brand new year. Most of the COVID protocols are gone, so get out and enjoy this. Get out and enjoy the fresh air. Come by and help these kids get ready for a Promathon 2022. And then for me, it's just an exciting time of year because, somebody said, well, what are you doing now? I said, well, I know my ball games are done for a while. At some point we might get to do a soccer match or a baseball game. We don't have softball going on anymore, so because you got too many kids involved in track. And I've seen the schedule that there's a track meet coming up. I know there's some junior high ball games, there's high school ball games, soccer matches and stuff. So the soccer team's already been busy, and they've already had, I know they had 3 games last week, and they might have already played one this week. So
There was a game tomorrow, but it's been postponed because of the weather. So
It's been postponed.
It'll be April the 7th.
okay, that one's already backed up, so not a problem. In case she's coming out to watch that one, I saw that on some schedule, and I thought, well, I got to go watch a soccer match, because at one point we used to do some of the soccer matches, and I say when I do them, I announce them on the radio, and we haven't done that in quite a while, even though I'd like to. I enjoy doing it and stuff, and I had at one time when we were announcing soccer, one of the first soccer matches I ever announced, I'm up here in the press box on the field over there, and I'm calling, well, they've got the ball at the 30, at the 35, and at the 40, at midfield and stuff. And I had one of the parents come running up there and say, we don't have yard stripes on the field.
Soccer parents are serious.
Yeah, they get real adamant. And when I offered to hand her the headset and let her announce it for me, she said, no, that's fine. I said,
I don't like you on.
because the way I understand it, I know where it is on the field, but if I'm saying, well, they're at midfield, or they're at the short field, or they're on offensive end, I can tell you a yard stripe, and you have a better idea of where you're at on the field and what they're doing, because I didn't have soccer, and I'm learning soccer as we go, and I don't have a lot of knowledge accumulated right there. Somebody said I don't have any room to get more knowledge, and just have limited capacity, but I could learn more, let's put it that way. And that's why I've done some baseball games and stuff, and I know a little bit about that, but it just takes a lot of effort. And then for these kids to be on the field, whatever field of play it is, it takes a lot of practice. And somebody's there with them and working with them. They got to get them there and get them back. And most times that they travel, you get to feed them too, and so you got to feed them before or after, and so it's just an opportunity to have more and do more and see more. But these kids deserve it, and I keep going back to whenever I was at a gymnasium and you hear the rumble go through the crowd. Oh no, there's Cordell. Means they're going to have to play their best game, the best event ever, if you're going to have to play them. So it makes it enjoyable on my end of it to see that happen. So 832-1001 or 832-1013. 1013, yeah. And so I can't get them big numbers like 1,000 when I can go 1013, and 832-1013. So give us a call. I've got 2 people waiting to take your call, and I'll get them on the camera, on the video when they do. So guys down here are still through eating a little bit. Well, they're still eating a little bit, but that's okay. So, but there's Promathon 2022, and I had to realize that this year, when we got into January, that last year it was a sequence number. 2021 was a sequence number, and that did not light up until it hit 2022. Now that's not a sequence number anymore. So my teachers didn't train me right, I guess. I don't know why I wouldn't have known that as a sequence year, but 2022 is close enough, so I can do that. And like everybody's going, it's already March of 2022, and prom is just about 5 or 6 weeks away. Here you go. We got a big helper coming in right here. We know he's a helper, so you know. And see, I used to call him Boudreaux, and I always give him a hard time because he still has a record that stands today in basketball. He could foul out faster than any other player that I've ever seen. And and I've got witnesses to that fact, because he could come in, they put him in mainly as a bulldozer, and he'd run over people doing, well, that's a foul. Well, I didn't mean to touch him. So, but Buddy still has a record of being able to foul out faster than anybody else. So
Buddy could come talk to us about soccer a little bit.
Okay, yeah, Buddy can come over and talk to us about soccer. Yeah, yeah, Buddy's a soccer coach. He does it all too, doesn't he? So, because we started him off on the chain gang in football season, so he could run down markers or a chain and stuff, and so we started him off with that. And then a few years ago, they moved him up to the press box so he could sit there and describe to you and tell everything, and then they moved him to the PA at the ball games and stuff. So, Buddy, we're glad to see you're here now. So,
Nice to be here.
wait, you gonna see it live right here? You can wave at the camera and everything now, so you know. But like I said, I don't know that much about soccer, but they said you are a plethora of information. I don't even know what that word means, But why don't you talk to us about our soccer program this year?
Hi, I'm Buddy Holman. I'm the assistant soccer coach. I help coach Darren Taylor out. He's a pretty good old boy. We got a pretty decent set of girls out this year. We finally got enough for some boys. We got a boys team out. Our junior high girls are in good shape. We're going to be in good shape for a couple of years with them, and we've kind of had a tough go so far this year, but we're working through it. We're getting better each and every day, and it's all we can ask from them.
Will you practice and play into a playoff situation?
Yeah, we have. Can't remember how many games we got left this year, but we got to win. We got to win at least 4 of them. So, but we're, like I said, we're getting better each and every day.
I told one coach, now I said, if you win, it's the kid's fault. If you don't win, it's the coach's fault.
Yep.
So, but we don't do that. And the bad thing is, if you don't win, you can always say, well, you're going to have to run more laps. So the kids want to win anyway, so they don't have to run laps.
Yeah. Well, we got some good kids. They work hard. Can't ask any more out of them. So.
So, but you've got a full girls team and a full guys team. When we first started soccer, you had co-ed teams.
Yeah. When I was in high school, we were boys and girls, and we were playing bigger schools. We were playing Lawton Mac. We were playing Elk City. We played a lot of big schools, and since I think 2 years ago, or was it last year, that the OSSAA made a 3A category that we dropped into. So now we're not playing all these bigger 5 and 6A schools. So we got some smaller schools around here we're playing. I mean, we still play Elk City and we still play Weatherford, but they're a class above us, and so.
Well, that's better. I mean,
Oh yeah.
whenever matches in, you wouldn't learn a lot, so
No.
you learn more about doing it. And like I said, I've seen soccer, but I can only call it from a football perspective. I tell you yard markers and somebody's blocking somebody, or that's not a tackle. A tackle's not legal.
Nope.
So.
I think the biggest thing people run into is offsides. I mean, just understanding offsides,
I
and
don't understand that.
well, that's gonna be a longer conversation. Me trying to explain that to you, but anyway, no, like I said, we got good kids out. We got I think we have 24 on the junior high team and 24 on the high school girls team, and we got about 11 or 12 out for high school boys team. So we don't have enough boys to make a junior high team, but we got most of our high school teams made up of freshmen. So.
Gotta start somewhere.
So.
Look how good they'll be by the time they're sophomore, junior, and senior kids.
Well, me and Coach Taylor are doing our jobs right, hopefully. So.
How many matches have you had already?
We've had, oh goodness, we played 3 last week, and we're off now. We're supposed to play tomorrow night, but it's going to be cold, so we're not really going to get out and do that. We're going to reschedule that game for April, but we're off until Monday. We come back from spring break, and then the junior high girls are going to be heading to Bridge Creek to go play, and then Tuesday we have Kingfisher here, and then Elk City here, and then we head to Weatherford for Friday, Saturday tournament over there.
Okay.
So.
The tournaments make it kind of tough when you play back-to-back.
Oh goodness.
How many matches could you play on a weekend like that?
I know we're pretty sure we're playing 2 games Friday, and then 1 Saturday. So, last year we ended up winning the consolation championship last year, the tournament over there. So, we're building from there. So.
You don't get better if you don't play.
No, sir, we don't. We're just fortunate. Weather's been nice to practice, and it was kind of cold yesterday, but we made them get out and practice anyway. So.
Work a little harder and you'll stay warmer.
Oh yeah. So. No, that's about where we're at right now. We play till about the middle of April and see how the season folds out, and maybe we can get a chance to make the playoffs. So.
Well, and then when you look at that, middle of April is the same time you're going to have Prom-a-thon.
Oh, yeah.
So in a month, a little over a month, you've got Prom-a-thon. The season will be ending in soccer and all your other sports also. So I know I've had coaches say, well, this is the shortest season you're going to have all year long.
Yeah.
But you got to be in shape for it. You got to be ready for it. And there's a lot of effort and ability that's done on it. So.
I think some of these girls might trade prom for chance of state championship, right?
Yeah.
My mom would make me.
Okay. Number you're going to call in to donate some money to these kids is going to be 832-1001 or 832-1013. Or you can come by the high school office and bring some money by, and sure, we have some people up here that'd be happy to take the money from you.
Here's somebody else going to bring your money in too.
So,
Well, buddy, you're doing good.
appreciate that. Thanks for having me on.
They're going to make you do everything now, right? You don't get a season off.
We'll see.
Well, you got to be up there on the mic and somewhere.
Yep.
And soccer will take up a lot of your time that way too.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna hand it back over.
See, one of your daughters been playing basketball?
Yeah, we played. We've been playing in traveling league up at Clinton, or travel league. We've been playing rec ball up at Clinton since about the beginning of February, and we had our season ending tournament this weekend. It really didn't go how we wanted to. We placed second, but we played hard, and it just rolled the dice.
Pictures of them, and I thought, okay, I never see it. I never get schedules of this, because I can talk about it ahead of time. And
Yes, sir.
that's why I try to ask people when they're playing, what they're doing, because there's a lot of people that like to see this stuff. And like I said, I saw that there's a match tomorrow night, and then you say it's been.
Yeah, it's been postponed till April 7th, and it's going to be a high school game only. We're going to try to see if we can make up the junior high game, give those junior high girls a game or two. So,
The more you can get, the better off you are.
yes, sir.
You just got to play into better shape all the way around. So, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Buddy, I think you're doing good. Are you still selling any shirts or anything? Or
Yeah, student council still has a few hoodies and some T-shirts we're still trying to get rid of, and they can message on the school Facebook page for the Stuco page, or they can message me personally, and we'll try to get them hooked up with what I got. And so,
I know you went through a lot of them. Because back in football season, you had them then and then had them out. And like I said, you know, when you see these people travel, they travel well.
oh yeah,
Because your booster club does a lot and everything, and making sure that they've got uniforms alike and stuff. So when you see these young men and young women travel, you know where they're from, and you know they represent your community in a good manner.
yes, sir. And then that's what we're trying to do. Is, you know, we want to have good sportsmanship. We want to be known. And kind of when I designed these shirts, I kind of tried to design one that we could wear across, you know, football, basketball, you know, wearing the baseball games, soccer games, and we've been wearing ours to our league games up at Clinton, and so. But anyway, we're just,
That's what I've got a bad habit of wearing Cordell stuff. Somebody asked me, you know, I forget where it was at. The kid said, "Are you from Cordell?" I said, "Yeah, I am. No problem. That's why I'm wearing a Cordell shirt now." So you know.
Yep.
But you got more for sale that you would
Yep.
sell and stuff. So.
yes, sir.
Okay, and then come from soccer match.
Yeah, we're going to be selling them at some of the soccer games, some of the home games. We're going to have them set up. We're going to be inside the concession stand. We're going to have a concession stand this year at soccer, so we'll be trying to, you know, sell some candy and Gatorade and water and some pop. And
Energy drinks to get them more energy and strength and stuff.
yeah, you got to be 16 or older though.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I understand.
But no, we're gonna have the shirts and stuff, hoodies for sale. So come to a soccer game and it's a little chilly, you know.
Bring extra money, and if you got extra money, bring it up here for Promathon right now.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully.
Are you gonna go
They're
to
work-
it? Are they gonna hypnotize you?
No, I did that once a couple years ago, and that was good enough for me. Good enough for me.
It's a learning experience and a fun experience, and you encourage everybody to do it.
It was on video. I don't remember it, but
Okay.
I just remember waking up with a goose egg on my head. Other than that, that's about it.
How did that happen?
Well, I'm kind of a heavy set fella, and whenever I fall out of a chair and hit my head on the ground, it usually tends to burn a little. So.
Dip the ground, that's why I told him you said you still have the record of fouling out faster than anybody else in basketball, and that's a good record to have.
Yeah,
You set the standard, set the bar high, and people could work with that. So,
I was hoping he's gonna forget about that, Dudley.
oh, I do. Every time until I get the opportunity to mention it. So, yeah. No, I have too many people that you went to school with that still, I can say, well, you remember Doug? Oh, yeah, he did this, he did that. So,
Yep.
not a problem. But like I said, you went in there for a purpose, and that was your job to move somebody out of the way, and did a good job of it. So that's why you can do it and teach it here in soccer now, too.
Yeah, you get away with a little bit more pushing than you can in basketball.
I don't know. I've seen some games lately where there's a lot of contact in the no-touch me ball game and stuff. So,
But
so what else you got?
that's about all I got.
You're good. Then.
Yes, sir. I'll hand.
School's going good.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What are you teaching?
I'm teaching Oklahoma history. I teach modern history. I got a 7th and 8th grade rotation class where we're teaching financial literacy to some of these kids. And then I have an economics class. Trying to teach some of these guys about stock market and saving your money and investing for their futures.
And one way they can invest is bring up here to call these numbers right here.
You can come on up here, or you can bring some money up here. You can call 832-1001 or 832-1013. All right.
Buddy, I do appreciate
No problem. Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
See how easy it is, Buddy? We'll work and do this. That's how simple it is. We're just talking. And see there? Buddy made a donation. We appreciate that. Buddy, is there anybody you want to challenge to match your donation?
That's going to be an awful small challenge.
Well, hey, a challenge is a challenge. I mean, you've got other people you went to school with or other teachers or anybody on the soccer team that doesn't want to have to run laps for the next 2 days. You know, you can see that's a good challenge right there. So,
who might want their kids to run laps.
yeah, or say, hey,
$1
dollar a lap. We could make some money that way then. So yeah.
I'll see you
But-
guys later.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. So, but I've seen Buddy for a long time. So,
So
you know.
I just got off the phone with
Wait a minute. I'll let you tell.
Are we Facebook Live here? Okay, I just got off the phone with Amanda from Mike's Meats, and she has pledged several prizes for after prom. But she said she would pledge a couple of more if we could get these 3 gentlemen to stand up and do some type of little dance, and that's from her. So, like, we will do lots of things for prizes and money, and these are the guys.
And Aiden may dance funny, but it's not his fault.
It's all right. One good foot. That's all it takes. They both all have 2 left feet anyway, so. Prom entertainment right there.
Amanda's on the hook.
We can cancel the hypnotist.
You guys can do is challenge these people to do something also. If you can do it, make a challenge out of it.
Can we challenge us both?
Absolutely not. We'll see. I mean, if somebody wanted to call and pledge a donation, I'd do the Macarena. I'll help y'all out. Oh, goodness.
What an opportunity. Or, like I said, you guys could challenge some of these people sitting here to get up and dance also.
Tristan and Emma. I think
And whoever's hiding down the hallway here, I can't see anybody in the hallway. Or did you want to challenge anybody?
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure? I can get your mama to challenge you.
No, it's okay.
She can help you though, you know. That was a good challenge. I'm proud of you.
I thought that was a great challenge. So hopefully we can get some more and get some more donations. Real quick, I want to talk to you about our class officers. Our president is Nate Jackson, vice president Adam Lindsay, and secretary is Aubrey Johnston. They've all of these kids have been working hard all year long, and they work hard getting stuff put together for us. And I think Nate has agreed to come over here and go through our prom times for us and let everybody know when prom starts and all that good stuff. So I'm going to turn this over to him.
Hello, world.
Like you've never seen a microphone before.
Ah.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you to all the people that have donated and all the people that will. We are accepting money and prizes. So I'm going to go through the number you can call. 832-1001 or 832-1013, or drive up to the high school office.
People coming in, but they're not going to donate money. I know how they are. They can profile.
You gotta hit the Macarena with it. Or
Yeah.
I gotta hit the Macarena.
Yeah. When you come in, Macarena time. So.
What time? Okay, so we prom for the public will be open from 6 to 6:30, from 6 to 6:30 to the public, and promenade will be at 7 o'clock. The dance will be from 8 to 12, and after prom will be 12 to 5 a.m. So we'll be there for a long night.
Now, from your 6 to 6:30, did you say? Or 6:30 to 7? Which is it?
It's 6 to 6:30
You're
is.
gonna get to see everybody walk in their pretty little outfits and all this good stuff. Right?
Yeah, they'll get to show off.
Well, it's
First
6:30,
first
so the
impressions.
public can come in and look at the decorations.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
come in and see the venue. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And then are you going to have like a limo to drive everybody up so they can walk in? Tell me about that now. See, I have to know that this has happened, so you can tell me about that too.
Oh, you're talking about like as far as everybody showing off their cool vehicles and whatnot.
Cool vehicles, nice outfit. That
Yeah.
You can clean up for a change and come to a nice meal and dance and everything, and then get back into your comforts after that. So.
Yeah, people go all out for this. There's some really cool cars that will drive up. We've seen big tractors. People drive up in these huge tractors before. It's just cool to
And the guy
dress
in the
up for a
tractor, he
change.
even brought his girlfriend in the tractor. Did she ride in the tractor?
We've had a
Yeah.
couple show up in tractors before.
You can ride double in tractors or more if you want to, so you know.
Yeah, it's just
Portable cars and limousines, whatever you got now. So.
yeah, show off your best vehicle and just look back your hair and look fancy for the people, you know.
Cruise in there
Is
and
it-
go strong on it. So.
Yeah.
You ever get to drive your dad's sports car?
Uh,
And everything.
once I learn stick, I will.
It's about time. Do we have a driver's ed teacher here? Who does driver's ed now? So, you know.
Oh, I took it a few years ago over the summer with Coach Cox.
Okay.
Mhm.
But he retired. So, see, you already know how to drive a stick then.
Well,
Almost.
almost.
Okay. Does
Um,
your dad know how to drive a car with a stick?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. He's an older but a goodie, so he should know how. So you challenge him to bring a donation up here then. So
Yeah.
country, or where's he at today?
He is probably at home by now.
Tell him to come
Oh.
up here and bring some money then. So you know we can make him go to work. I'll challenge him to do that then. So you know.
Yeah.
That's no problem. So
Well, if he is watching, I challenge him to come up here and bring us some moolah.
if you're on Facebook, you're live, look at it, or even dancing when we're not talking about it.
Yeah.
It's no problem. So.
Thomas is in frame right now. Give us a dance, Thomas. Ooh,
There you go.
Thomas has some moves.
Aiden, don't be running off. Aiden, you can go to work too. That's no problem. So, when are you going to dance for us?
Maybe at the prom. Maybe at the prom.
Show up at
Girls
the
dance at the prom.
Then we'll go for it. Right?
There will be much more of this at prom.
Okay.
This is
Are
only
you gonna do a
preview.
video prom so we can see it later, and you'll have proof positive or anything?
Do what?
Are we gonna have a video of it so we can have proof positive that it happened?
We might.
We
We might.
We've got somebody videoing.
Okay. That's why you're on your best behavior at all times now. So.
See Coach Trammell hiding in the office in there. I think he maybe needs to come talk. Come talk about. Come on, Coach Trammell.
He is hiding there. He is hiding back there. Did he want to dance on his way out here now? So.
It'd be $5 pushing dance. For every donation, you get a Macarena.
I think for the right donation, Coach Trammell would dance for us
For the
on
right-
Facebook Live.
For the right donation.
Like for the right donation, he would dance for us on Facebook Live.
It's gonna have to be a ridiculous donation.
A ridiculous donation. So.
Ridiculous times calling for ridiculous donations.
But you gotta understand, to get ridiculous, we wanna use this so we can show them to your kids in years to come. See? And they will even say, my dad wouldn't do that. He said he never did that. So,
I think they see me dance around the house enough.
but we don't get to see it. So see, we want it on video so everybody can see it. Then they can blackmail you with it later on.
Give us a good donation, you'll see me dance.
Donation. Call. What number do they want them to call in?
Call in at 832-1001 or 832-1013.
Very good. Very good. What do you do this time of year? I ain't seen you since football season.
I've been laying low.
Been hiding out in the office.
Yep. So winter is my off season as far as athletics go, and we started up track last week or the week before. So I'm the boys and girls junior high and high school track coach. So we've been getting after it last couple weeks.
What color is the track surface?
Red. Ours is red.
Okay. I had a discussion about that last week. I was down in Texas with my granddaughters. They said, "What colors are?" They've been on the track and run it and stuff, and they said they've been practicing and doing some track stuff. What color is that? And I said, "Well, is it black or red? I know it's one of the two." So.
Yeah, ours is red. You'll see black a lot of places, but we went with red here. So.
I knew cheerleaders put out a black mat on it so you can walk on that and keep the surface in good shape.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, we try to take care of it. You know, those things are pretty pricey, and we try to take care of the nice facilities that we have. So.
and what's great about it is we've got probably one of the best track facilities in the area.
Oh yeah, we have excellent facilities, especially over there between our field house and stands and the track. Really, especially Class A, Class 2A, we're second to none when it comes to that.
Do you have any big meets scheduled here or anything?
No, so we have a 6-man track or 6-lane track. Typically, a lot of the tracks that hold meets are 8-lane tracks. We're kicking around maybe trying to put together a elementary meet next year. That takes a little bit of planning ahead of time and trying to find the right dates and the right manpower and things like that. So next year that's being kicked around to try to utilize it, and that in itself is a great fundraiser, you know, for our track program and athletic department. But we're going to 6 meets. We're supposed to have one Friday at Hobart, but due to weather, that got pushed back into April. Looking like the 19th is what they're thinking. So we've now have all of spring break, and then we'll go to Hinton the following week for our first meet.
Do they have a good track there? I mean, I've been to Hinton and seen the football field, and I've crossed it and stuff, but I can't tell you what it looks like.
Yep. So they have their track is separate from their football field.
Okay.
And yeah, it's been a few years since I've been there, but 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, it was in good shape, and one of the reasons we're going back. So.
Well, good. Do you have any one-on-one track meets scheduled or anything, or like one other town coming over or going to another town just for Cordell versus somebody?
No, not necessarily. Most of the meets we're going to are lower class meets, as far as maybe 3A and down or 4A and down. You know, trying to stay away from the big 5A, 6A meets where you can kind of feel overwhelmed a little bit. You know, we're trying to stay competitive with the people that we'll be running against in regionals or hopefully the state meet. So we'll go to we're going to Hinton. We're going to go to Hobart later in April. We have Thomas that we're going to. We're going to Sweetwater. We're going to go to Clinton there in April. So we're trying to keep them somewhat local and somewhat competitive as far as what schools are invited or welcome to be there.
How many kids do you have participating in the track?
So it's a pleasant surprise. We have more than I was maybe thinking we were going to, including the freshmen. Our boys are somewhere around that 10 mark, which may not sound like a ton, but is much more than I was maybe anticipating. And girls, 9th grade up, we're looking at 5 or 6.
So. How many events would they be in, and what all events?
So as far as scoring goes with track, relays are worth more points. You know, people think of track as an individual sport, which it can be, but the grand scheme of things is a team sport like anything else. Depending on where you place in events, you're given points, and relays are worth more points than individual races. So we'll try to fill all of our relays the best we can, and you know, each athlete is given 4 events per meet. So we'll try to do our best to fill our relays, and then if there's something after that we can do with whatever energy we have left, then we'll try to conquer that as well, which is hard to do with a smaller team. When you have 15 to 20 athletes, you can fill your relays and you can fill individual events, but with a smaller team, it's a little bit harder to do that.
When you run 4 events, you've got to be
Oh yeah, you'll be
at
gassed.
your top peak conditioning.
Yep.
Run 3 or 4 events and then expect to compete at a very competitive level.
Right,
So,
right. And there's a little bit of strategy that goes into that, and into what events you're running. It's not always set in stone, but there's usually a roundabout track schedule that most meets try to follow as far as what races are ran when, you know, and no matter how much guts or character a kid has, if they bust their tail in one race, they're not going to be able to give it their all if they're running the one right after that. So you try to space them out the best you can so that you get just the best opportunity for each kid.
And as you're running these track deals, you have a lot of individual deals, relays. You have the other sideline events.
Yeah. So your field events, like your long jump or high jump, and then you'll have your discus and your shot, and some places have pole vault. We don't necessarily participate in that. That's one of those. It's hard to participate in that. You don't get to practice, and we don't have you know, pole vault pit or mat. So that's something that we bypass and let everybody else do.
Let them play on it.
Yep.
We'll get there in other events then.
That's right.
That's a big deal, because a lot of times we don't hear about track events until it's all over with, you know.
Right. Yeah, track is one of those things that doesn't necessarily get the spotlight, I guess, if you would say, you know. And I can say this as a football coach, and everybody knows Friday nights roll around in the fall. It's football.
That's where you're gonna be.
Right. That's where the kids are. That's where, you know, hopefully your community is. You know, it's probably as much of a social event for your community as it is, you know, an athletic competition for your kids. So every Friday night in the fall, people know, you know, it's football time.
Usually there's a meal beforehand, there's a ball game,
Right.
and something to do after.
Right. You know, track isn't always that way. It's kind of hit and miss on, are you running on a Saturday, or you running on a Friday, or you running earlier in the week? You know, sometimes it's during school, sometimes it's during the weekend. So sometimes you don't even know there was a meet until you see results, you know, unless someone has mentioned it or posted it about something, or it's in the newspaper. So it goes unnoticed a lot of times, you know, until early May and it's state meet, and you know, if that's something people haven't been to, it's worth going to, even as a spectator. That is a really enjoyable, fun place to be, and seeing your kids compete at the highest level is a great time.
Compete all track season long to be able to be at a meet like that and then be competitive at it. So yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So
One of the spring coaches one year said, "Well, I'm in a good position. I can have my kids ready. I can go and play, and then by the time they read the paper, it's 2 weeks ago, and I've already had a good season, and the season's about over. So you know, your season winds down like soccer does. Come the end of April, everything kind of gets finished up around that time."
oh yeah, your spring seasons they seem like they fly by, you know.
There you go.
All right, we got a call. You know, it seems it seems like fall. You know, your 10-week season can grind out a little bit.
Well, you can start a few weeks earlier.
Oh yeah, you know, so those kids are working out all summer long, and they're you know, getting to practice early in August, you know, and they're playing towards the end of November if you're deep in the playoffs, you know, and even early December if we're talking championship teams. That's right. That's right. And in track, you know, we're sitting here in the first week and a half of March, and you got really a month and a half, and it's wrapping up. You know, right, right. So it's a much quicker pace. You know, it's hard to. It's one of those things. It's hard to get ready. You almost just better be able to start ready.
Right. You've got to be in shape and ready to go, knowing what you're going to do.
Yep.
And when it's time to do it.
Yeah, if you're starting, you know, early March, trying to get in shape, you're behind the 8 ball. So
Somebody else is 3 months ahead of
that's right. That's right. Were we able to get a donation? All right.
Get him in there. So, you know, we're working on it. Get JD in on this. Make him do something.
JD's running for us.
Is he?
He is.
Run?
As a, you know, as a primary football guy, if you're a football coach, you like powerlifting and you like track. You know, fast guys and strong guys usually make good football players. And you know, we don't have powerlifting here, but being able to take over the track program is encouraging. You know, so I was able to. We got a couple boys that are making it a priority, trying to become faster athletes. And
Talking about weightlifting, how many do you have in a weightlifting program and stuff?
so our true, I say, weightlifting program. Last summer, we started. Really didn't even take a break. We basically started straight out of school from May on. So they were up at the weight room at 6 a.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you can ask JD. I mean, he's there every morning, and it's a challenge, and it's tough, and it's not just the workout. I mean, it's the discipline to get out of bed, and it's the discipline to come focused, and the discipline to not skip any reps. I mean, it's not just a physical workout. It's a mental workout as well, and it's hard to do that, and it's hard to do that for 8 weeks. You know, the back end of May and all of June, and the OSSAA gives them an off week that first week of July, and I give them a week on top of that, just to enjoy being kids, because you know you're only a teenager for so long, you're only in high school for so long. You know, enjoy staying up late and sleeping in, because you know those other 8 weeks are kind of mine. You know, you don't get to necessarily enjoy sleeping in.
And the payoff from my end of it is that I see that these kids, when they've been in the weight program, then you get into whatever sport you're in, you don't see as many accidents and problems and stuff as can develop. There still will be accidents and there'll still be problems, but you see fewer issues that take you out of competition.
No, you're
If
absolutely
you've been
right.
in the weight room and done the
Un-
work to be there. So.
You're right. Unfortunately, athletic injuries are part of any athletic competition, but weight training slims those chances significantly.
Right.
You know, your everything is stronger. Your muscles are stronger. You're just built better. You're tighter. I mean, and we're not just working out. We're also stretching all the time. You know, for injury prevention there. So there's not a negative to it. I mean, it's just foolproof through and through. I mean, it's a good thing.
So you can compete on a regular basis
Yep.
instead of a little bit and then be off and go
Yep.
again.
And one side that most people don't see is confidence. It helps kids build aggression, helps kids become more confident. You know, when they start seeing muscle show up that they didn't have a few weeks before, that's just that much more motivation. It gives them confidence to know they can do things.
And they walk with that level of confidence. You got to be able to walk the walk and talk the talk. But if you can't walk it and you talk it, it'll pay the wrong way. But if you're feeling good and acting good, you're going to do everything right anyway.
That's right. That's right. And I tell those guys a lot. And now my track kids are getting here too. You know, I'm getting a little, getting to branch out as far as, you know, who you're able to influence and who you're able to coach now, having the track girls. But I told my junior high kids today, we had a pretty tough workout. You know, you're not allowed to be upset, or you're not allowed to be disappointed when things don't go your way at the competition if you're not willing to work hard during the practices.
Right.
And I tell them that a lot, and that has to go with weightlifting or whatever it is. you pour your heart into it when no one's watching, and you get to have the fun outcome when everyone is.
Yeah, when it's time to shine.
That's right. That's right. So
Sounds exciting. And like I said, I was looking at the schedule just to see when there was a track meet so I could go to it. Because a lot of times, if you don't have a schedule, and I know the Beacon office is making a schedule, so they're going to have the track and the soccer and the baseball and stuff. So that's and the golf, so it'll all be available right here.
yep. And that's going to be really exciting itself. You know, the Beacon, we were able to pick a couple of the upperclassmen athletes for each sport, and we got to put their uniforms on and kind of pose and look pretty and take pictures. And I think they're going to kind of be the center or the cover of the calendar, and that'll be really enjoyable. Our track schedule. Hobart was supposed to be the 11th, which was this Friday, and that got moved. We're going to Hinton on the 25th, Sweetwater the 28th for junior high only, and then Sweetwater the 1st of April for high school. We'll be attending the junior high Weatherford meet on the 2nd, the high school Clinton meet on the 5th, junior high Thomas meet on the 12th, and then we'll turn around and go back to Thomas on the 15th for high school. Let's see here. The 19th is looking like going to be Hobart. And then April 30th is regionals. I mean, it's a bang bang deal, you know. So one after the other. But
Because your season gets geared up fast and it winds down fast. I mean, when you're participating in it, you're looking forward to it and working on it, and then go, okay, we're going to this meet and this meet, and then you're going to, and that's it. What am I doing now? So it winds down in a hurry. So it's just an opportunity to get out and do these things is the main thing. So
yeah.
we're going to have nice weather, so get out and enjoy it.
Oh yeah, we and it's not just us. Everybody was kind of plagued with bad weather last week, and just it being cold. It's hard to get out and work on the track when it's 30 degrees, and especially early in the year, and worried about injuries and things. It's real easy to pop a hamstring when it's 30 degrees outside. So we worked inside more last week than anything, but it was nice to be out in the nice weather today.
Do some of your weightlifting and other things indoors, and then the gymnasium you can run around indoors also, and get a little running in that way.
Yeah, Emma Estes is griping at me every day about getting in that weight room. Tell her we gotta run first, and might get to after. But yeah, they're working hard, and I can't complain about that at all. So.
Well, yeah, and you end one season and step right into another one, and there's no let up, there's no days off basically.
Yep.
So, and like I said, if you're going to be running track, you need to be getting ready January 1 instead of waiting till March 1 to start thinking about it. So.
Yeah, hopefully, and I, to be honest with you, I wasn't real overly disappointed about the Hobart meet getting pushed back, 'cause that just gives us that much more time to try to be meet ready, ready to show up and try to put good times down and give us something to work off of for the rest of the year.
Shoot for and improve on.
That's right. That's right. So.
I can appreciate that. So, give me some phone numbers.
Okay. Yeah, our two lines that we'll be taking donations, or I think we're gonna be taking prizes for after prom, or anything that you guys are willing to give us at 832-1001 and 832-1013. Those are our two numbers that we'll be sitting and just waiting anxiously for that phone to start ringing.
Bring them up and line them up. Anybody you want to challenge? Any of your other coaching buddies that you want to challenge to get in here and do something to help out? I mean, I was thinking about that coming up. And I thought, well, we got some basketball coaches. We've got some of your assistant football coaches, and I know some of them are involved in other sports. You got baseball going on, soccer going on, and stuff. But might as well bring some of them too and get them involved in helping out here. So.
Yeah. As far as challenging people, not just our our school staff, so much of them pour so much of their time and effort, into our school system and into our kids. And I know our parents do as well, but I would challenge any of our alumni, whether recent or past, especially those recent that can still remember their prom night, so they were yesterday. To be able to remember how fun it was and how enjoyable it was, and now that those people are adults, have probably realized those things don't just happen. They don't happen by accident. It's people that have put in some time and effort and energy and finances, and so any of our alumni that have enjoyed their prom days, challenge them to give a call. Anywhere, whatever, however generous you're feeling can be large or small. We'll accept it. That's right. That's right. So.
And like we were talking about, I was never around a promathon in the ancient dark ages, but this is such a good event for the kids and their involvements and for their memories too.
Yep.
Because a couple of them talking about, some of them went to the first promathon, and that's been a few days ago.
It's been a day or two.
But it's something that's worthwhile, and you remember it, and just go from there. And it's a big opportunity to make this year memorable. 2022 as one of the highlights of the year is prom. So that's coming up on the 26th.
22nd. Yep, gonna be on the 22nd. And to add on top of that, our school system provides prom, obviously, and we provide after prom. And that, like I said, that takes resources and finances. A lot of places, prom is put on by parents, or a booster club or whatever it is. We're taking that on as a school system, as a faculty, and so we still need help, and right now that help is coming in dollar signs. So if any kind of donation, like I said, large or small, will be greatly appreciated, and will be put to good, clean fun for everybody.
Right. And like we was talking earlier, some of the things that go on during prom, and it's exciting to know that, okay, it's not just show up and do this and this. They're going to have all kinds of games available, fun things to do. Then the hypnotist and stuff also. Buddy said he was hypnotized.
Oh yeah, that's a good time. If you've never seen it happen, it's fun. There will be food and snacks and a hypnotist. There will be some games to be played. Little activities for everybody, and this goes all through the night. And like you said earlier, it's a safe, controlled environment. That we have plenty of sponsors at. That we don't have to worry about our kids being unsupervised. Like I said, it's a safe and controlled environment that everybody has a good time at.
And that's what makes it a lot more fun, is because it is a safe environment for everybody, and we know everybody's concerned for the kids and for the well-being of this and that. It guarantees it.
Yep.
It's not just a hope that this and this happens. It's a guarantee. So.
We got the phone ringing again. All right, perfect. Yep, I think we've got another one coming in.
In this time of year, we were talking about how, fall goes by, it slides by, and all of a sudden you're into your winter sports, and that's already in the rearview mirror, and we're just less than 2 months away from graduation.
Oh, I know. We were sitting around. We were sitting around visiting this weekend, and actually this week, a lot of times it's spring break, but the way our calendar fell this year, this week is actually the start of our last quarter. This is week 1 of the last 9 weeks, and once spring break rolls around, it's a blink of an eye. There's rarely a full week of of everyone's at the school because everyone OIE is going on right now and next week, so we have a handful of students participating in that that'll be gone for this week. And okay, so OIE is it's more or less ag state tournament. It's the end of the year outcome for them that they show and take care of their animals throughout the showing season, and this is, like I said, this is their version of a state tournament. It's their biggest level. Yes, spring stock show. Participants from all over the state come up for this. Really it's about a week and a half to 2 weeks. Really in the middle of spring break is kind of its high point, its peak.
I know we had the spring livestock show here a couple weeks ago, and that's a check in on Sunday and Monday, and you're done Tuesday.
Right.
It's a quick deal. There's a lot of work goes into that, getting ready, and then you move on to the state shows. There's a lot more work involved in that. So.
Yep, there definitely is, and Caleb Selman is our ag teacher, and he's actually a junior sponsor like I am, but he's that OIE right now. That's why he wasn't able to make it, and he puts a ton of time and effort into his kids and their animals, and to make sure they're clipped and sheared and washed and at their peak, because appearance matters. That's what it's based off of. And that's not my wheelhouse, but I know there is a lot of time and effort that goes into that, and he does a really good job supporting those kids.
I got to meet him through football because during season he was up in the press box scouting or watching
Yep.
or communicating with you guys on the field and everything. So got to work with him a little bit up there. And I know I don't see a lot of him, but when he's out at the ag barn, south of town or out here getting stuff ready and stuff, and they do so much more than just show animals. They're all their speech competitions and dress competitions and other things like that. There's a lot go into that these kids have to do to be ready for that. Thank you, Boudreaux. Come back and see us again. So.
Yeah, I'll have to brag on old Caleb. He was a good hire for us. He works hard, and he pours into those kids, and whether it's ag or FFA or the welding shop, the speech, whatever it is. I mean, he's trying to provide for those kids so that they can have the best experience that they can. And I, like you said, I recruited him. We were kind of shorthanded this year with our football staff, and this is just on his own time. He's just spending his own Friday nights, and recruited him and threw him up in the press box and gave him a headset and told him, "Tell me what you see." So.
We got to use him and abuse him a little bit because he came up there and it's the first time I'd met him and stuff. So we was visiting, and I think it was at the Burns Flat ball game. He came over there. Then he was at every ball game after that. I said, "Well, you gonna be there? We need to know this and that." And he said, "Okay." So he would do all his stuff, and then he'd be up there to have all kinds of information.
Oh yeah, he kind of haphazardly turned into our statistician. I mean, he was writing things down and our plays and play numbers and where the ball's going. Like I said, he had our stats for us at the end of the ball game, and that saves us a lot of time and effort over the weekends. Instead of viewing our previous games, we can spend that time on prepping for the next week. So.
And that's what I enjoyed visiting with him. We put him to good use. Didn't see much during the winter sports season, but I know he had other things going on that he was busy with and stuff.
Yeah, that's about when his season fires up. He's not quite as hooked up in the fall, but winter rolls around, and that's kind of when that's his busy season, and then into the spring. And like I said, I think he was a good hire for us and a good fit, and I know the faculty enjoys him. I think the kids enjoy him, and he does a good job.
He's made a good hand, so
Yep.
we might as well use him all we can.
Yeah.
So, I appreciate that because he was a lot of help to us in the fall and everything. So, and then they have their labor auction in the fall in October sometime. They did a good job there, and I don't get to see him other than that. So.
Yep. And to brag on our community again, ag's not my wheelhouse, but our community does such a fantastic job on supporting our programs. the pie auction is the football fundraiser that, you know, we'll make a few $1,000s, and that helps, you know, support our kids, and whether it's feeding them or dressing them well or you know, buying more equipment either for the weight room or for practice or games or whatever it may be. You know, they do a great job with that, and then they really support our auction as well for the FFA and ag program, and our community just really helps us out in our fundraising and are great supporters. So.
And it makes a big difference. And like I said, the pie auction and stuff in the fall, they make good money that way. And people don't realize that the money that is raised, even at those events, several years ago, we didn't have video equipment, but now you have video. You can watch the game after the game's over instead of waiting and changing tapes with other coaches and stuff. You can make other tapes or discs to take to other coaches so they can evaluate your game, and you can see their game, and then you can see them the next day instead of waiting 2 or 3 days to have that available to cut into your other time and stuff. So.
Yeah, technology has changed the game as far as film and exchanging tape goes. You know, like you said, it used to be a process of you know, making a copy and getting on the road either late that night or early the next morning to try to salvage whatever time you have left.
You had a designated driver, so somebody
Right.
can go as soon as this game's over and go change tapes with somebody.
Right, and now, you know, not every place is like this, but we're fortunate enough here in Cordell that, you know, our field house has Wi-Fi. So our iPad that is filming the game simultaneously uploads each clip while it's being filmed. I can walk into my office after the game and click about 5 buttons and exchange film with the team we're playing the next week, and it's ready. It's set and it's ready to go. And you know, that's through Huddle that we use, but you know, that's a program that our administration purchases for us, and that is put to great use. But technology has completely changed the game as far as exchanging tape and film.
I was in a basketball game one time, and there was a controversial play at the end of the ball game, and the officials went to the office so they could review it to see if their call was right. And they were patting each other. We made the right call. We made the right call. I won't even tell you what call it was or where, but I still remember it. But that was 30 years ago technology, but they wanted to watch the film real fast, see if they'd made the right call. And they had, which was no problem. And, you know, I've told several officials, now if you make the call for my team, it's a good call. If you make it against my team, it's a bad call. And I had one official tell me, he said, I want you to know that every call I make is right. I said, I don't doubt that, but I won't agree to all of them. So, but I don't express that.
Yeah, those poor officials, they will never win over 100% of the crowd.
No.
Half of them are going to be mad, and half of them are going to be happy, and whether the call was right or not. Yep.
And I heard we're on an official shortage.
We are. Officials, and like I said, because they're getting abused, you know, whether coaches or parents or fans or whoever, and I'm sure I'm guilty as much as anybody from time to time. And JD's smirking because he thinks I am. You know, officials catch a bad rap. You know, they do the best they can. They do the best they can with what they have, and you know, we've abused them for long enough that now there's the generation that's done it forever is retiring, and there's not enough younger men and women getting into it. So yeah, there's definitely a shortage, and in a lot of places, you know, teams are having to play on Thursday nights because there's not enough Friday night officials. It will be, yeah, it absolutely is. And you know, we work in close contact with our region rep, and you know, I get a few of my own, and then he kind of fills in the gaps. So we're fortunate enough and lucky enough to kind of stay where we're at, but some of those city schools or places that are playing, you know, in close proximity, are having a hard time, you know, having a hard time getting officials. So.
It makes a difference. And several years ago, we were over, you know, was playing over near Elk City, and the Elk City football game went really, really late, but they had one of the officials get hurt, and they had to wait for him to get well and get a replacement there so they could finish the game. You know, and officials get hurt like everybody else does, but they try to stay out of the way, and sometimes they can't.
Yep.
It makes a difference, and if they're not people coming into the system, and it's hard to recruit them sometimes to get them in the system. And are we going to have any issues with Thursday night games that you know of?
I don't think we will. No. We're set for next year. You know, as soon as we get our schedule, we try to go ahead and start planning for those reasons. And you know, there's some places that can't do that. You know, for example, Edmond schools share the same home field.
Right.
You know, so they don't always know ahead of time what week they're playing at home or what week they're playing on that field, or what day. Some of them are playing on Saturdays or Fridays or Thursdays. So, you know, for that example, not everybody immediately knows. You know, when we get our schedule, we know, you know, on September 21st, we're playing at home. I've got to get officials for that date, you know. So, whatever the date may be. So, and we work in 2-year increments. You know, districts are drawn up every 2 years. This past fall, we just finished up a 2-year increment where they reclassify. You know, and our ADM is dropping. You know, we're not the same size school we were 10 years ago. You know, 10 years ago they had a stint of playing in 2A football, and now we're in the bottom third or bottom quarter of Class A. You know, at one point Cordell was upwards of 210, 215 kids, 9 through 12th grade, and now we're sitting at about 163. You know, 165. That's about where we're at. So Cordell's significantly smaller as far as school system the last few years. To kind of give you an idea of what that means, you get up in the 200s, you have a pretty good chance of falling into 2A football. And this past rotation, 145 was the 8-man cutoff.
Okay.
So that kind of shows, you know, like I said, we're sitting at, you know, 163-ish, 164, somewhere in there. So that kind of shows where we're at on the spectrum. You know, we're no longer a top end A school. We're a bottom end A school. So.
I know the days we were in the bottom end of 2A, and then.
Oh, those were tough years.
Yeah, and then we moved to the top of A, and it was a whole lot better.
Yep.
Because your competition, you're picking some, let's say from 50 kids that want to play football to you move up to 2A, you might have 85 or 100 kids that want to play.
No, you're absolutely right. You know.
It makes a big difference as the number of your athletes, and you see that also in your track program. If you have Joe Blow that wants to come out here and run some track, come on out. We need the warm.
Oh yeah. I tell them, if you want to run, come on. You know, there's not going to be any tryouts. I mean, we're not making cuts. So you know, come on out. But you know, that ADM, which just stands for how many students you have, 9 through 12, plays a bigger role than I think people realize. You know, unless you're a true you know, blue blood traditional school that is putting every kid with red blood out there on the field, you know, your numbers are going to suffer periodically. You know, and there's groups that have more interest in it than others. You know, and they're, for example, Ringling and Thomas, Woodland. You know, I think it was maybe two seasons ago, 4 of the 8. I think that's what it was. I think 4 of the 8 last teams. So 4 of the 8 teams that were in the quarterfinals actually had a small enough ADN to be playing 8-man, but they were playing 11-man football because they're blue blood traditional schools. You know, that if you're a boy, you're playing football. You know, no questions asked. And those are exceptions. You know, but most schools are year to year, and that ADN matters. If you're a top end Class A, let's use Class A for example, because that's what we are. You know, Frederick dropped down into Class A for a short stint in their traditional 2A school, and they were really good. I mean, they were a good 2A team this year, a really good 2A team, and a really good 2A team last year. But those teams that can drop, if you're the top end or top, you know, on the top end of that class, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna be pretty good just out of sheer numbers.
Yeah.
And then those teams on the bottom end might struggle. You know, there's a handful of teams. For example, I'm originally from Snyder. You know, I'm a Snyder graduate, Snyder always fluctuates between A and B. You know, B is an 8-man school. A is the smallest 11-man. When they can drop into 8-man, they're really competitive. I mean, they're tough. And those years that they get bumped into 11-man, they struggle just because of sheer numbers alone, you know. And that's just normal. That's kind of where we're at. And right now, Cordell's on the bottom end of Class A. So.
It makes it tougher because just like you say, sheer numbers, you've got to have the numbers of the people to be there to make it worthwhile.
That's right. And, you know, and football's different than maybe any other sport. You know, it's not basketball where you can put 5 kids on the court and see how long they can play. You know, you have to have 11. And one kid, you know, let's say you have one star in basketball, you know, that's 20% of your team.
Right.
One star out of 11, that's not a very big percentage, you know. So you have to have 11 boys that'll go out there and be tough and be gritty and work their tail off and be focused. And when our numbers are down, that's hard to do.
Is there a number below 11 that won't let you play, or say you start with 11 and down to 10 or 9, will they say it, or can you keep playing that?
I've never crossed that bridge, and I hope I never have to.
Never have to see it.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't even have the real answer to that. I hope
I never heard of that, and I didn't know.
I hope we don't have to cross that bridge.
But you know, everybody says, well, if you're going to play football, I've known some people in town that, you know, if you're playing football, it better be 11.
Right.
Well, a few years we weren't. We
Right.
were playing 8-man. They said, it ain't football. I said, yeah, it is. They're working just as hard, doing as hard as they can, and playing the sport. And whether it's 11-man or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're out there playing, you better be giving it all.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll die on that hill believing that. You know, football is football. Schematically, it's different.
Right.
You know, there's a few advantages and disadvantages as far as the pure game.
Right.
Those kids are still strapping up. You know, they're still wearing a helmet. And, you know, the most aggressive, violent, well-tuned athlete is going to win the ball game.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So it's like I said, schematically there's a few different things. But I've been a part of some really good 8-man teams, and I've been able to be a part of some really good 11-man teams, and either on the field or on the staff. And like I said, I'll die believing that football is football, because I've been part of some really good 8-man teams that put some quality 11-man teams to shame.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's still the toughness of the boys, and that.
Years ago said, well, you're not going to get the exposure you need if you do this particular deal if you're not playing 11. I said, yeah, if you're good at what you're doing, you'll get the exposure you need, and you'll play wherever you need to be, whether you're doing this sport, whether you're playing 8-man or 11-man. If you're good enough, you'll stand out and people will know about
Yep.
it. So,
Yep.
So, yeah, it makes a big difference. So.
Absolutely does.
Well, back to Promathon. Give us your phone
Yep.
numbers.
Yep. Give us our numbers again. Taking calls on 2 lines, 832-1001 and 832-1013. We're taking donations for our Promathon, our prom, and after prom. We're taking donations by finances, taking donations through prizes. Ms. Boker's saying through anything and everything that you're willing to give us.
Anything we can give away to a high school kid.
Yep. We will take with open hands and be grateful for it.
Call that number or come by and drop it off one way or the other.
Yep. You can call or swing by the high school office, which is the north office of the two. On I don't even know what's our road here, on 3rd Street. And we've got a couple kids that will run out and take your money with a big old smile on their face. So.
If you don't believe it, right here it is. See this smile? No problem. We can do this. We can do this. So.
What a great job.
Is it Mrs. S's turn, I think, or where is our
I know there's.
Get Bob. Where's Bob at? Somebody get Bob.
Mom, hiding.
I'm sure we want to hear from our lead sponsor here at some point.
Miss Estes, come on. You talk all the time at home. Come on.
But this is just such an opportunity with what they do for prom, that it's well worthwhile.
Yep.
From top to bottom, so.
Yep. No, it's a good, it's a very good thing to donate to and to want to be a part of. All right, Ms. Boker's taking the reins again. Thanks for having me on.
Haven't let you talk.
I know. Coach Trammell is doing such a great job. It's messing my hair up.
It's on-the-job training right here. So.
He is. Hey, I want to remind these parents out there, any senior parent that donates $200 will guarantee their child gets to be hypnotized. And I think the hypnotist is going to be around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's open to parents. We allow parents to come into the auditorium to watch that. So for a $200 donation from a senior parent, let us know who your senior is. That guarantees your child gets to be hypnotized, and you get to come and watch. And then any junior and senior parent that donates $100, their child will get a free prom T-shirt. So a little bit of an incentive and a good time again for the kids.
Swing by, no problem. Swing by or call this number.
832-1001, 832-1013. So we need all the stuff we can get for these kids to have a safe after prom. Let's see.
What else you got?
Well, we're getting close to running out of things. Well, I never really run out of things to talk about. We're kind of running short of kids. Most of these kids, a lot of them had jobs today, and we got our FFA kids are gone with Mr. Selman to stock shows, and it's good to have a class of kids that are involved in lots of things, but sometimes it makes it hard to get them all here to do stuff, but that's okay.
They have a lot of things that they're obligated
Yes.
to, that they're self-obligated to, that we appreciate, you know.
Yes.
So I just see parts of it, whether on the court or on the field or wherever, you see them around town, and that's why I always encourage them, like our sponsors. When you see our sponsors, go by and check your sponsors, tell them thank you, so we can bring you these ball games. And then when you see these young men and young women, tell them thank you for what they do, because we only see them in games. Then they have to practice 6 other days of the week,
Yeah.
so they can be at that one ball game and stuff. So it's a lot of work, and you know how much
It's a lot of work.
you have to haul kids.
Yep.
around.
Yes.
And
Been hauling kids around for a long time. But I love it. I love every minute of it.
haul around because after they go on to college and then whatever.
Yep.
Well, if you come by, that's one thing. And like I said, I went to Texas last weekend to see my grandkids, you know, just to visit with them. They're the ones talking about the track because they've been up here on the track. And my granddaughters have had the headsets on, and they go, when can we broadcast the game? So, well, you got to be here.
Should have brought him today.
They would have been here Monday night for the Bessie Pancake Supper, and they would have been here today, but you just never know. So. JD, you bringing the supper now?
Yeah, y'all want a mozzarella stick?
What's the day of the prom?
April 22nd. April 22nd. We'll have the building open from 6 to 6:30. The parents and other people in the public kind of like to come in sometimes and look at the decoration. Those kids, we will start decorating the Sunday before prom, and they work on that all week long. And it's exhausting. I've done it a lot of times, but it really is a lot of fun, and the kids have a really good time coming up there and decorating every night and putting stuff together. And they always, I've never seen one that looked bad. They always look phenomenal. Everybody's always worried about it at the beginning because they don't know if they have everything they need. And I've never seen a class that the kids and the sponsors didn't get it all put together, and it just didn't look like $1 million prom every time. So we kind of like to open that up and let people come in and look at that. So that can, we'll open the doors up and you guys can come in and look at it from 6 to 6:30, and then we'll close them. The prom is closed to everybody except for students, their dates, and sponsors. That's another way that we just keep the prom safe. And it makes, you know, kind of a private, more special time for the kids. But promenade will start at 7 o'clock, and we'll have bleachers set up. And everybody can come and look at all the fancy vehicles and tractors and cool things. I've seen a lot of neat vehicles. I think my favorite, somebody tagged the little Shriners train and came riding up in that, and we've had kids come in stock trailers and on horses and all sorts of cool stuff. So that's always neat. And the dance will be from 8 to 12, and then after prom will be after that till about 5 in the morning. So yeah, we'll have a dinner. Miss Jackson, who's catering? From excellent. Yeah, from scratch. I should have known that. So try to get a lot of our things from right here in town. We like to do local, and if you haven't eaten something from scratch, you really should, because their food is phenomenal. So it'll be a great meal for the kids and the sponsors, and the faculty and staff are always invited to that, and board members, and we like to have them, and a dance and a good time, and so. DJ, we always get a DJ. I don't even know. Do we have anybody here from the music committee?
We got the DJ's got one lady from Altus.
We have a DJ. So.
Calls the whenever at the tournament. That lady
Oh, okay. If you ever go to the Tri-County tournament in Altus, there's a lady that. Hush, Anyway, the lady that calls the basketball tournament, she's great at calling games, so that's kind of exciting. So it sounds like we've got a good DJ. But well, if it's not official, we might call her out here on the radio and see if she'll come and do it. But so I think we've got a good DJ, and the music's always good, and the kids usually submit a list of songs that they want. So there's always a list of things that the kids like. So if they don't submit, all of us old folks will just play the things we want. Not quite into the 60s, but I'm getting close. It's all right. Yep. That works too. Oh, goodness. Sweet. Come on over here, JD. Break our headset. We're sharing one.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir. Probably take a couple after this.
They need to work a little bit. So.
Yes, sir.
What
Dang.
are you going to do for the prom deal? What is your position on this committee and helping and stuff? So.
Well, I guess I'm decorating, and I do the entertainment, like the music and stuff like that.
Okay.
Hadn't really got to do much because I practice and stuff like that, but.
They make you practice?
Oh yeah. You believe it?
Pretty tough now, so.
Yeah.
But you need that from time to time, from what I've heard. So,
Yeah.
What do you mean? You never get upset with officials? I saw a response out of you when you're talking about the officials and stuff. So.
Oh yeah. Well.
You never disagree with their calls or anything?
No. I was saying I do. He just peeked his head in, seeing if I was gonna lie. No, I was saying I do. It's a bad trait to have, but it happens sometimes.
Well, in the excitement of the moment,
Yeah.
it gets a little intense and stuff. So
Yeah.
you can ask little Larson about that.
Oh yeah. He got more teas than I did. I give him.
Well, I had to ask him about a couple of them. He said, I was talking to a teammate.
Oh yeah. That's what everybody says though.
Okay, but officials sees it one way, and you got to agree
Yeah,
with what the
that's
official
right.
says.
That's right.
And then I've seen some of the pro players that they do this stuff, and sometimes they get by with it, sometimes they don't.
Mhm.
But by doing it, they set a bad example for the college and the high school.
Yeah.
kids, because what the official says goes.
I agree with you. Because if you argue with them, you ain't gonna get very far. They can't go back and change it.
And I don't know how many times I see the officials. I'm from the sidelines, and I see the officials visiting with players and talking about plays, and they know your family or know something that went on here and there during the ball game, and they enjoy visiting and having a good time also.
Yeah.
And so if you get
Yeah.
You know, and I was telling somebody, I said, well, these officials talk, the coaches talk, and so they know some problem area before
Yeah,
they
they're
ever come
they're
in.
gonna know who's gonna talk to him and who's not.
Yeah,
They get a scouting report just like we do.
yeah. If you're on the list, you want to be on the good list.
Yeah,
not the
you
bad
want.
list.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, tell me about, you've had a good football season, a good basketball season. What all are you doing in the spring now? So,
Well, I'm running track now, so that's gonna be fun. And I've always played baseball, so I play baseball. And I don't know if we're gonna end up doing it, but I'm pretty sure I do the shooting sports with ag, shotgun shooting sports. So we're gonna do a little bit of trap shooting here in the spring, hopefully. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff going on this spring.
and then you have to go to class also?
Then I gotta go to class also.
Expect to go to class every
Man,
day.
I can't believe it.
That's why you're so versatile. See?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, you can do it all. So.
Yeah.
But it's just a lot of fun, and then like we was talking, you know, there's a lot of other events, and there's a lot of most ball games. You're gonna get fed somewhere.
Yeah.
Beforehand, afterwards, or wherever road trips, and then a lot of money that is raised at those events. Then they gotta feed you. They gotta have
Uh-huh.
buses to get you there and back, and then they was talking about the Tri-County. Somebody's got to get you to Altus. And,
Yeah, I mean,
you know, and,
especially with the price of gas going up now.
yeah, with it's sky high, and
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody. They were going to try to wash windows at convenience stores so they could buy gas.
It has no joke.
You're almost going to have to do that. So,
That's no joke.
but it's just one of the things we have to deal with and put up with. But and that's why we have sponsors. And sponsors make this available. And I tell everybody, go by and tell your sponsors thank you. And then after the ball game, did you get another donation right there? Yes. All righty, you got a good donation.
Heck yeah.
What's the number they can call?
Numbers they can call is 580-832-1001 or 580-832-1013.
So, and if you can't get by here today or call that number, you can bring that donation by anytime or call us.
Oh, yeah.
And pick it up.
Hey, we'll take anything. Just like Miss Boker said, anything that's legal to give to a high school kid, we'll take it.
Well, and that's just what it is because it's for these high school kids. Wait, have you got a date for prom?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Can you talk about that, or will you get in trouble if you say that?
Well, I don't know.
Probably better not.
Yeah. We'll keep it confidential here. Oh, Nate was smiling. You got a date for prom?
What was the thing that Miss Estes put in the prom enrollment sheet? It said some of you change your prom dates more than you change your underwear.
I hadn't changed one. I got the same one.
That's fortunate so far.
Yeah, so far, hey, cross my fingers here.
Step on any toes, you might be.
Hey, that's no joke. I've been there before.
And that's coming up April 22nd.
April 22nd.
Be here before you know it. That's not quite 6 weeks away. So.
Man, it's going by fast.
And you do that, and if you're going to have track meets, you might not have time to go to prom if you're going to be in track meets and baseball and other things.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to work it in, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to work it in my schedule.
Right now, so set off and spend the day. April 22nd is
Yeah.
prom, so
Yeah. No, I'll get it figured out. I'll make time.
work then.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're looking forward to it, and we appreciate people that call in and
Oh, yeah.
everything because
It helps a lot.
it's such a big event
Yeah.
that we don't have major fundraisers like football has a pie auction, and what do we do for basketball for fun?
We had that meet we had that meet the players deal where they do the
Oh, they did
the
auction
shooting,
and stuff.
and if you make a 3-point, you give so much money, you know.
I remember that. I came to that. So yeah,
Yeah, that was a pretty fun little deal.
a lot of challenge deals. And
Oh, yeah.
knocking each other out. You shoot
Yeah,
one shot and then
yeah.
knocking each other out.
Yeah, the gotcha game
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
stuff, so
Yeah.
that was fun too. So yeah. But there's a lot of things, and it all costs money. It all takes time, and that's what this is about. It just set aside a time to make a donation for this, and everything's good.
Yeah.
So what's next on your agenda then? I mean, this is Wednesday. You got a ball game on
Got a ball game tomorrow. Got a baseball game tomorrow at Sayre.
at Sayre.
At Sayre at 4. Gonna play 5 innings so we don't get too cold, cause
Oh, they got a wind wall up on that
yeah,
north side of the field there, so
Yeah.
If it's cold, you won't feel it for very long.
Hope not, because our last two have been pretty cold. Golly.
You already had 2 games?
We've already had 2
How'd they
games.
do? How'd they go?
Didn't get the start we wanted, but I think the best thing for us is going to be getting more innings, getting more playing time. I think we'll get better every game.
Well, Bobby will even tell you, you play all these games. Somebody said, well, that's all they do is play. I said, well, it feels like it if you look at the schedule. But then they practice, they play, and you play into playoff condition.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, you're going to be in districts and regional
Yeah.
and states, you know, and you got to be ready
Come up
to
on you
play
fast.
at that highest level.
Mhm.
And that's why you do this. You play all those games so you're ready for any situation when it pops up, because strange situations come up every ball game. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is. So.
No matter what. Yeah. Yeah, we've been practicing a lot, and like I said, it just came by so fast. I mean, we played our last basketball game on Friday night, and then had a baseball game on Tuesday.
We played on Monday. They moved it back to a Monday. We played on Monday
Yeah.
here at Fairview. Yeah.
Started practice. Well, no, we didn't play on that Tuesday. We started practice on that Tuesday and played the next Monday.
Okay.
So within a week, we were already
Yeah,
playing the
I
game.
thought, well, and I did usually holler at Bobby during the ball game. Bobby, get out the oil to get the clubs ready, because your ball game was over on Friday. I mean on a Monday.
Mhm.
I thought, you're going to be practicing on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, because he'd already been out there. I know if I want to get a hold of Bobby, I can go out and catch him.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
ball game,
he's out there.
because he's working on the net, he's working on the field.
He's a hard working man, and that field, the way that field looks that's all Coach Blackburn and Coach Ball. There, I mean, they work hard on that deal.
Quarterback always tells the story that you realize that field was not level at one point,
Mm.
and they brought in 150 loads of dirt to level out that
Yeah.
field.
I mean, they brought in a bunch of dirt for the infield this year too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know the county had trucks lined up, and they hauled 150 loads of dirt into the outfield and stuff to get that level.
Wow.
You couldn't tell it now. You look at it and go, this is such a good field. I walked that field when you was walking out there and you go down
Yeah.
and up, and if it rained, you had mud puddles and holes and stuff. So if you hadn't been on that field, and our football field the same way, with the berm in the middle and
Yeah.
stuff, you know, at one time it didn't have a berm, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, there's a lot of work goes into
Yeah.
this. That's where you found Bobby, and that's where
He's always.
find Zane at. He's out there mowing or what.
Yeah. 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 You can find them 2 guys just about in the same place.
Lights are on.
Yeah.
One of them's gonna be there.
One of them's there. Yeah. That's right.
I seen Bobby a couple of weeks ago when it was before season, and I saw the lights on. I thought, well, Bobby ought to be out here. And he was in the dugout working on bats. You know, this is a month ago, but he's getting the bats ready for baseball season because it was coming up.
Yeah.
It's something
Yeah.
that has to be done. So
And he has them guys that don't play any other sports. I mean, they're out there year round.
off season, that's what they do.
That's
all
what.
winter long.
Yeah. They're working.
And there's weed control to get rid of
Oh,
the
yeah.
weeds, and there's everything else to make that happen too.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of mowing goes on, then you got to stripe the field and
Oh man,
striping off and stuff. So, but that's
it's
what
a lot of work.
it's fun to go out there and see that field that's in such good shape.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of man hours to get it in a good enough shape to be on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what position are you playing in baseball?
I'm playing left field this year.
Okay.
Usually always center field, but this year I'm playing left.
Move around. Well,
I'm liking it.
if you play for Bobby, you're gonna play all sports,
Oh yeah.
all positions.
Yeah.
Because you got to be able to play them to know what they have to do to help you with what
Yeah.
you have to do.
That's right. Yeah.
What's your phone numbers again? Somebody else keep calling
My phone numbers are 580-832-1001 and 580-832-1013.
call in and keep these lines lit up, because we're only going to be here for another 5 or 10 minutes, and then but like I said, you can still bring your money less, and still bring your money or send a check in the mail. Where would they send the check if they wanted to send it? The PO box for the Cordell schools have a PO box.
Oh, we got a PO box. Send us the PO box if you want. If you want to send a check, send us the Cordell Schools PO box.
Good enough mail people in town, just put Cordell schools, so it'll still get it.
Oh yeah, it'll get here. I think they know. I think they know.
That's what I can tell you, because I know what the box number is, and you may not. You don't know. You don't need to know. So
I guess not.
put down box 290 out there, and you'll be in good
Box 290, y'all.
Even if they throw it in the wrong box down there, the clerks do that. That's okay.
Yeah.
It can be corrected. So.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have to wrap this up pretty quick. I do believe. So, what are you doing in? If you're doing baseball, what are you running in track?
Where's the track coach at? Get the track coach. We're gonna find out.
You don't know yet? Okay. I thought maybe you already knew. So.
No, we're gonna find out right here, right now, if he's still here. What am I supposed to be running here?
Oh, we're gonna run the 4x1.
4x1. Ooh, I like that. 4x4. 4x4. So
those are 2 relays we're definitely gonna run. Might try the 4x2.
might try the 4x2.
And if he's got gas left, might let him pick one.
If I got gas left, it might let me pick one. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I probably won't have any gas left.
Good enough shape, you can run all of them then, no problem.
Yeah.
Coach, run him harder then. Get him in shape here.
We're trying. Doing our best.
I guess.
Okay. Well, JD, I do appreciate it because there's a lot going on, and like I said, you guys stay busy
Yeah.
year-round.
Yeah.
And I want you to have a good time at prom too. So you know.
Okay.
Ms. Boker's going to talk to us one more time. So.
You gonna close it out, Miss Bogan?
I will close it out. Oh, that's attached. JD, we're going to break this headset before it's all over. One way or the other. All right. Well,
You got to have a little time off during this event.
a little bit, a little bit. I'm pretty good at delegating authority around here, so had to stop. It's about to wither away. Well, I guess we're about time to wrap up. Okay, well, I want to thank everybody that's donated so far. I really appreciate it. We're like Promathon's over, but we're still open for donations. So anybody that wants to donate to the junior class prizes or money for after prom, you can reach us at the school. The phone number for the school is 832-3420, and my extension is 208. So feel free to call me, and I'll be happy to get down and get your donation or send a kit or something. Just reminder, prom is April 22nd. It'll be open to the public to view the decorations from 6 to 6:30, and then promenade will start at 7 o'clock. So everybody come out and see all the kids dressed up nice and all their fancy vehicles. We'll have prom till 5 a.m. that morning. The hypnotist will be at 2 o'clock, so that's also opened up to the public. And I'm looking forward to it too. It's gonna be a good deal. We've got lots of fun stuff planned for it, and the kids have already been working hard planning decorations and so forth. So I think we'll have a very successful evening. So
I believe prom will be a success anyway.
always.
So,
Always.
Your donations help.
Yes.
Create to a good time for the kids because they're going to be there. Anything you can donate, money-wise or prize-wise, will be appreciated.
Absolutely, it is appreciated, and every little thing will help. So, and thank you very much, Dudley. You are always great to come and support our school. We got one more.
Well, that's what, we get to do this. And like I said, I get to see these kids while they're performing in their ball games, their respective sports and everything. And then I tell everybody, when you see them around town, give them a thumbs up. Tell them thank you for what they do. And this is just another way to support them because we support them in their other events. Academically, they're on the top end of the scale. When they travel well.
Absolutely.
And you know they're Cordell, and you know they're doing a good job from top to bottom. So, it's just a way to say, hey, thanks for a great year we've had already.
No, we appreciate it, and no one supports the school like Cordell does.
And we travel well, and then a month after prom, school's out.
Yeah.
Period. So, I hate to say it, then they're going to be loose on the street and everything.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then they're back to their parents. You got to take care of them for a couple months. So. That's right. I think we have too. Like I said, I appreciate all the donations and all the support, and we appreciate you.
Thank you for that. So no problem. I enjoy doing it. So, tell them good evening from Fox Radio.
Good evening from Fox Radio. Thank you, guys.